It's Women's Championship Sunday here at the 2019 Ingalls Socon Basketball Championships presented by General Shale. Getting ready to see the #1 seed Mercer Bears go for a second straight title against the second-seeded Furman Paladins here in Asheville, North Carolina. Hi friends, and welcome back in as we take a look at our brackets presented by Ingalls. Mercer winning on quarterfinal Thursday. They held Western Carolina to an all-time tournament low of 32 points. On Friday, they pushed past the Wofford Terriers. Furman at the bottom of the bracket with wins against Samford and a thrilling victory in comeback fashion against Chattanooga. And the Paladins are back in a title game for the first time since 2000. And with Robin Muller, Pete Hannity with you. So here is Furman trying to knock off one of the kingpins of late in the Southern Conference. It's no surprise the Mercer Bears are here. They're on a really long winning streak against Socon teams. A Furman ball club that was able to really build this season. They've won 19 games. We look at a couple of the key players. They're led by a really good scoring guard who's a junior.
Jay Davidson is an explosive player that loves the bright lights. He had 18 points in the first half in that semifinal game against Chattanooga and 26 points in the last meeting with Mercer. Look for her to be a key factor in early scoring for Furman. And then for Mercer, the X-factor player in my mind is Shannon Titus. She has the ability to score, but more impressively, her defensive prowess. She's been given the assignment to be the defensive stopper, usually on the best scorer of the opposing team. She's had a career-high 29 points in the semifinal game, but her work on defense is what makes her priceless.
The Mercer Bears have won 39 consecutive games against Socon competition. Let's go courtside. Here's Stormy Bonatoni.
Thank you, Pete. Well, the last time the Paladins won this tournament, their head coach, Jackie Carson, then Jackie Smith, was actually on the court competing with Furman her senior season back in 2000. Another opportunity to bring a title back to her alma mater, and she's eager to do so against a Mercer team that's gone undefeated in Southern Conference play the last 2 years. Carson said that this is the matchup they wanted. They're happy Mercer didn't get tripped up earlier in the tournament because they wanted to be able to say that Furman is the one that knocked them off.
Jackie Carson trying for her 145th victory as a head coach today and trying to become the first ever to win a Socon title as both a player and a head coach. Her team wins the opening tip. We're underway here at the U.S. Cellular Center, and Lejeay Davidson with the first shot attempt of the game. The rebound for Kiki Calloway. Here come the Bears.
Davidson pretty deep on that shot, but wanting to score early and often. However, Rosendahl for Mercer, who knocks down the three. She has the ability to really light it up from behind the arc, shooting the ball well of late.
They don't go very deep into their bench, or at least those they bring in tend not to score as much as their front five.
And you got freshman versus freshman at the top, both as the ball handler and the defender. And Alton having difficulty finding a seam, gets it to Petty, who knocks down a huge three-pointer.
She hit one from the right wing earlier. Furman's on a 9-2 run after that one from the left wing, and the final seconds wind down in the opening quarter. And quarter #1 is in the books here at the 2019 Women's Championship game at the Southern Conference Tournament. Furman going for a first title since 2000.
Shooting with a lot of confidence in this ball game is Taylor Petty.
Actually a long two. Her foot was on the line, but Taylor Petty off to a good start scoring with 8 points. Saved from going out by Thompson. And Benvenuti will get it back out high. We've already seen in this game today, Robin, Mercer distributes the ball better than anyone in the Socon. That time, no one's going to get an assist on that rainbow, but they lead the conference in assists. They share the basketball. Calloway right now leading her team in poise. She has 11 points.
In one way or another.
On the Mercer side, Kiki Calloway has been the story. Senior guard having a phenomenal game. Rachel Self also making a contribution in her final Socon championship game with this Mercer team. Self fighting inside. She's got half a dozen. Mercer's led by as many as 5 in the opening half. Taborn with a little scoop on the reverse.
First of all, tough pass over the top for Selena Taborn to be able to track that in traffic over Self and then finish on the other side of the basket. Pretty impressive.
Davidson fell down after the ball was deflected, or else she may have been able to steal it, and Calloway on a really nice feed, and it's back out to a 4-point lead. Mercer fans have had a regular habit on Sundays in early March of spending some time here at the U.S. Cellular Center in Asheville, North Carolina, watching their team play for a Socon championship. If they can protect that lead through the next 20 minutes, they'll have a second consecutive title. And we return to Asheville, North Carolina after these messages.
Shoots 66% from the floor. That's a shot that should become automatic, and there, just a missed assignment. And Jackie Carson needs to take a quick timeout. She's doing just that.
A great weekend of basketball on the women's and the men's side here at Asheville. Hodges. Contact with Callaway. Taborn the putback.
It's a strong shot by Hodges, but even more important, positioning by Selena Taborn.
Back. Fourth straight title game for Mercer. First for all these Furman players, first in a long time. Hodges, though, with the stroke of someone who's got a championship feel.
Finding a way to get through all the traffic around those purple jerseys, and then Kiki Callaway. She's really unstoppable. She's missing shots, it's only because she's slightly off balance.
Remember these teams when they played on the 28th of February, even though Mercer had led by 15 at one point in the second half, had a tight stretch run that Mercer hung on and won by 4. Titus uses the glass.
Spectacular job by Shannon Titus. Just letting her defender get up in the air a little bit, takes her time on a shot.
Under a minute to go, back to a 4-point lead for Mercer. Titus, a sophomore, complimenting her teammate Amanda Thompson and Rachel Self. Last year it was a core senior group of Lawrence and Potts, Means and Williams. This year, Titus has worked well with Thompson and Self, Callaway and Rosendahl. Bears trying for another 25-win season after winning 30 a year ago. They find Self inside and she finishes. It remains a one-possession game, but now a full one-possession game, 3-point lead. And we've got a timeout on the court. Keep an eye on Petty. We'll keep an eye on Davidson. Paladins need a 3 for a tie. Davidson fires, partially blocked. Taborn with 4 seconds to go, deflected out. Manilovic to Davidson for the tie. It rattles off, no good. And the Mercer Bears indeed get one final stop for a second straight Southern Conference Women's Championship. A 40th straight win against Socon teams for Mercer. They'll hold the trophy again. A valiant effort for the Furman Paladins in their first title game since 2000.
Hard-fought battle between two very exceptional coaches, and couldn't ask for a better final. That shot almost went down. Such a scramble play, but pretty exciting. And congratulations to Mercer Bears and their second run to the NCAA tournament in 2 years.
Stormy.
Ask me anything hard.
Well, before we get into all of the emotions that you were feeling, tell me about the emotions that you felt just on that last possession defensively.
Man, the ball bounced around, and when they got the offensive rebound, I'm like, crap, this is the easiest three-point shot they'll have because we're all rebounding, and then Davidson was wide open. So Furman played awesome. Jackie did an amazing job. Their kids played great. You know, we had some kids struggle and then come through at the end. Kiki played great. I mean, it was a heck of a game all the way around.
You've had so many close games throughout the year. Where does the belief and the attitude, that will to win, continue to come from?
Well, we've had so many of them, and there was a moment in the fourth quarter that we looked like, hey guys, we're the seniors, y'all. Come on, we've done this. We've been there before. And I really felt like the last 3 minutes of the game, it kind of showed that we had been there before. You know, so, but man, this was a hard one, but this is a sweet one too.
Well, congratulations. After losing the tournament title twice in a row, you've won it twice in a row, and you're headed to the NCAA again.
Thank you so much.
Susie Gardner, wow. A smile and a sigh of relief, a look of relief for the Mercer head coach. Robin, as always, a pleasure here at the Socon Women's Tourney with you.
It's a pleasure to be with you and Stormy, our young friend out there on the floor.
Congrats to the Mercer Bears, and for Robin Muller and Stormy Bonatoni, Pete Hannity saying so long. This has been a presentation of ESPN.